Business was incorporated in 1980. In 1984, we added a screen printing operation into our business. In 1996, 97, we bought the business from the previous owners. Over the last 15 years or so, we've kind of morphed from a company that was very heavy in industrial durables, but we've chased a lot of that activity out of New York State, kind of morphed into more health and beauty, food and beverage. We've always operated in the short to medium long run range. And then as we've morphed into digital, it's been short to medium long runs. It's been fulfilling e-commerce orders, lots of SKUs. Our whole mission is speed and service. We can't compete with the big guys necessarily sometimes on cost, but we can out-service just about everybody. So Labelmaster is an important tool in that arsenal to allow us to do the speed and service thing. If we can get to the point where we can eliminate the overtime that was related to finishing, certainly, eliminate flying in tools,
the overtime for the laser that we currently
the overtime for the current laser.
So slow. That in itself will be a savings. Several areas we're going to reduce costs.
Plate storage, productivity improvement and cost reduction are the two things that are expected.
You know, we chose to go with safe, honestly, because it outperforms with speed. You know, every cut test that we ran, the Labelmaster outperformed, and that was a side-by-side comparison with the same jobs and a dual laser configuration. We learned a lot. Enterprise was a great company to visit. Kirkwood's fantastic. When we first went down there, they were running their own jobs and they were running it with a turret, which piqued our interest, seeing it in action, being able to cut and run the semi-turret and finish rolls in line, which we currently do not do on any of our rotary cutting equipment. That's something that we targeted that we wanted to do on our machine when we purchased the Labelmaster. So that caught our attention. Being able to put our jobs on and then make adjustments on the fly, picking one laser over the other, or having the ability, even though you have the simulated test, even faster than what the simulation was saying, which was very impressive. We can't do that on our current system. And another point that we discussed when we were down there is, one, the throughput, but two, if anything ever happened to one of the laser units, like what we deal with now, we have a backup. We can always cut jobs with one laser. We're not tied to always having to run two. For me, that was a big advantage, that we don't put ourselves into another $30,000 situation where we're overnighting tooling. Well, it's going to 10x what we're currently doing now on the laser. And being able to finish it in line, it's going to take some work off of our current slitter rewinders and put it onto that laser so we can get products out the door faster.
You know, if we can promise no films, no plates, no dies, we have that now. We have complete digital operations from order entry right through shipping. So as we've grown and added digital printing equipment, we now have the ability to print so much so fast that we needed to come up to speed in finishing. And we had 3 pieces of finishing equipment in the last couple of years, but we were still finding ourselves with a glut of work and finishing, requiring a ton of overtime, and we're hoping to make that go away.
So you had the right price, great equipment. It seems like you have a fantastic support team with Matik. You're close by. We don't see an issue with service. All the questions I've had have been answered, so it's been a good process for us.
I said to Mike, our sales rep, when is this thing due? Because the Labelmaster will be here before long.